It is go time. We're joined here by Carton Roberts. Yes, what's going on, boys? How are you?
All right.
They're looking to it.
All right, yeah. I'm enjoying my Vizzy hard seltzer. I went with the blueberry pomegranate, in case you were curious.
Very
Nobody
nice.
was curious. Nobody asked. Nobody wants to know.
Evan, I was told you were playing some cornhole. How did you do?
How did I do?
I hear you're not Tom Seaver out there. What's going on?
I would compare myself to Kyle Korver, and here's why. And I think Craig will define this. I was drilling threes, but I couldn't hit the easy shot. I couldn't hit the mid-ranger. I couldn't hit basically the layup. I'm like James Harden, who's shooting 45% from the rim these days. Is that a fair description?
No, it's not a fair No. He had 2 whoopsie-doo makes.
3.
And that was it. I think he got beat by a 7-year-old. Yeah. I mean, it was the only good news is that I was going against him, so one of us won. Outside of that, the show took a hit today.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, obviously, you guys have everybody out here. Just once again, for everybody out there listening, FSU Day right here at Reds. Let's talk about getting everybody out here. How long you guys built this up for your base?
You know, it's funny. Historically, we've done 5 pig spankings, and we're 5-0. 3 Giant games. You probably played in one of them. You didn't even know it. And 2 Jet games.
Okay.
So about a month ago, we said, I got to bring the pig spank back, and the Giants needed help. And I'm a giver, David. I'm a giver. I don't like the Giants. Not a fan of Joe Judge's, but I like the people. And these people deserve to spank a pig. And that's why I brought 2 of Brooklyn's finest pigs here. They're in the oven right now. Dedicated their lives to the cause. And we're going to guarantee a Giant win.
All right.
Yeah, and it's an excuse to get together and drink a lot and yell at Raider fans.
That'll definitely make my post-game show better if you're guaranteeing a win right now.
Guaranteed W.
Okay.
Now, I know you reached out to the Giants. Will you get a game ball if the Giants beat the Raiders today? Will you get a game ball from the Giants?
I would deserve a game ball.
I would agree with that.
But I
understand that.
My current relationship with the Giants is I ain't getting a game ball. Yeah.
As long as you get an attaboy. Give me an attaboy and I'll take it.
It won't even be an attaboy.
You know, Dave, I used to think that, men appreciated guy being straight.
Yeah.
Guy being honest with you.
Good, bad, and
You're
different.
great,
Tell me
you're
what you
great.
think.
You suck. But I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm not going to go the other way either. I'm just going to be real. I've learned that's not the case. Because I get text messages from people in the organization, high-ranking people, who do not like it when you say certain things about certain people.
Yeah.
But listen, it's all these people here, and you appreciate this maybe
No
even
doubt.
more now than
Absolutely.
when you play. Because I think when you play, my gut is that there's some level of tunnel vision of playing.
Yeah, you feel it driving into
Yeah.
the stadium, you get excited, but the minute you walk in as a player, you drowned out that noise.
Like that's your job.
Yeah.
So I think there's some aspect to that. But these people live, breathe, die it.
Yeah.
And I think you always got to respect that. So it's a give back to Giant fans today. It's a great day outside, and we always talk on the radio. If they win, when they win, you just stay alive a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you're playing relevant games.
Oh, yeah. They win.
Vitamin W, winning cures
there's
all.
11 days
Changes the tempo of the week, Monday
No
morning,
doubt.
everything.
And with the bye week coming up and an extra day, if the Giants win, there will be 11 days of kind of looking at the schedule, saying, ooh, got the Eagles a couple of times, got Miami, have Washington, and they're going to roadmap 8 or 9 victories.
9 wins, right? 9 wins? 9 wins. I heard it the other day when he couldn't count and add them up. I was there.
Right.
I heard it.
This is where we are in New York football. We're trying to figure out a way to get everybody to 9 wins.
Are we talking Jets and Giants combined?
The state of New York football is we made Mike White a Hall of Famer after one game against the
But it
Bengals.
shows
That's
you,
the state of
like,
New York football.
And we all did it. We all got caught by the bug, right?
Yeah.
Because we're desperate for it. We're just desperate for somebody to come along and say, it's going to be all right.
Yeah, but wait a second.
It's going to get better.
I resent what you just said, Moose, and I even resent what you said. There's no past tense when it comes to Mike F. and White. There's no past tense. He's going to start on Sunday against Buffalo. He deserves that opportunity.
Sure.
The dream hasn't ended yet. So as much as you may want it to end, it isn't over.
Can I ask you a
Stop
question?
talking about it.
The only thing I got to ask is how and when it goes from that, Mike White, to then 40-16. Well, maybe Josh Johnson's the guy. He looks good out there. He just led the offense. I'm looking down 20 points.
45-10. He scored
and they got a
20
prevent defense
points
out there.
Here's what was interesting. My son even said to me, he goes, how come the offense looked really good with Mike White? It looked really good with Josh Johnson. And it hasn't looked good with the guy we thought was the same.
Well, that's the deal. It's like an indictment on Zach Wilson more so than anything else.
But I also think that that's part of Mike LaFleur with some of the adjustments being made with Mike White going in there. Why wouldn't you do that with Zach Wilson? I get he's the number 2 overall pick. Let him dink and dunk and utilize his athleticism outside of the pocket.
And he will.
And he will.
When Zach gets another opportunity, assuming he gets another opportunity, which is no guarantee, you're going to see him in the offense.
Will Joe Flacco be active for a game this year?
No. Why?
Why are you wearing one glove?
Why? Because this is my pig slap glove. You didn't realize that?
No, we have special pig slap.
No, I brought my own, very special.
That's what you're slapping the pig with?
Yes, that's why I'm wearing one glove. I'm not Michael Jackson. I scouted out how I'm going to slap the pig.
Is there a technique to slapping the pig?
Oh, no, there's a technique, all right.
The wrist. The wrist.
Sometimes it's just the wrist. There's different types of slaps. There's like the pimp slap.
Yeah.
There's the
what kind of slap do you
your
like,
son
Greg?
acted up slap as a loving parent. There's the there's other types. So we'll go through all of them. There's the backhanded slap. The Bogart slap.
There's the mafia, huh?
Yeah, slapping's a technique, Moose. You were unaware of that, I know.
No,
Let me ask you a question, Dave. I always wonder this. You bridge a generational gap when you played, where there's still guys you played against who are in the league, and now. And I always wonder, I know Instagram models didn't get into your DMs, I know that, but would guys, I think that's the downfall of professional athletes today.
DMs and
Instagram modeling DMs.
Why?
Yes, because they'll go from one guy to the next.
Of course.
And to me, that's how a locker room falls apart.
Well, I mean, that's going to happen regardless, as long as you don't get into a Manti Te'o situation. I think then you're sitting there talking about a completely different story here. But I think that's something that, regardless of whether there was social media or not, you're telling me that going back out in the 80s, the Studio 54, or not Studio 54, but
do you
any
remember,
place in New York City, it wasn't any
Club
different.
Iguana.
Yeah,
Do you remember Jim
you look
Jackson,
like a big China Club guy, you know?
Do you remember Jimmy Jackson, Jason Kidd? Weren't they sleeping with the same girl?
Well, the three of them were Tony Braxton.
Tony Braxton.
That's right.
So I'll tell you a funny story. So
broke up that entire
years ago, I was a beat reporter covering the Philadelphia Eagles for WIP Radio in Philly. So I'm young, I'm single, so I would socialize with a lot of the guys. There was a trust built up because I wasn't the guy looking to, do anybody wrong. We're at a Cherry Hill, New Jersey bar. A lot of the players who had Flyers went there.
Ray Rhodes?
Ray Rhodes is coaching the team, right? We go there, and one of the guys on the team is kind of slow dancing with a woman he meets at the bar.
Right.
One of the guys goes up to him and says, dude, I'm going to save you. Don't do that. She's not for you. He goes, you're just jealous because I get all the girls. He goes, man, I'm looking out for you. Please don't go down this road. That's not the one for you. He goes, you're just, stop, leave me alone. I'm out of here. Pays his tab. He and the gal leave the bar. I've never seen this before in my life. There's a caravan of Eagles players. I was with them, so I'm a part of it. Follows this guy to his house. Okay? They kind of wait. He goes into the house. And they start counting down.
I have a feeling
because they know that door's going to open up in a minute or two.
Okay.
They're now, it's a 53-man roster, right?
Any guesses, by the way?
I know what it is. I know what it is.
There's 30 active Eagles on this man's front lawn. More than half the roster. Tick, tock, 5, 4, 3, 2. The gal comes running out of the front door, half dressed. Unfortunately for him, she wasn't a woman.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Guy got traded.
He
was warned, all right.
When is McMonagle hitting the stage to sing?
10:30-ish?
10:30-ish.
So he went from doing a Beatles song to doing Black Crowes' Hard to Handle.
Okay.
There we go.
Which is a whole different singing type of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm playing the drums.
Yeah, you're still drumming, right?
I guess.
Evan, are you going to get up there?
I'm told I'm going to play the guitar a little bit.
Guitar? You're going to break out the
Yeah,
old
no one
guitar?
knows my guitar.
He's more of a Zamfir skin flute guy.
All right, what else? Pumpkins and then the pig slide?
I don't know. We're going to destroy things. FSU, which stands for, bleep stuff up, obviously. We're going to go out there and do that, let the people take out some of their aggression. I don't know.
And you guarantee a Giants win today.
It's like you don't have to worry about it.
It's over.
It's done. It's locked. It's a win.
You don't even have to watch the game. It's all taken care of.
Listen, I've said a couple times this year the Giants couldn't win the game because I felt that way. I got it right. This is a can't-lose situation because the spirit of the pig, Piggy Smalls, is in the oven.
Dude, this guy, every game the Giants have played this year, I'm going to give you credit. It's not been the case with the Jets. Every game he has been right on about with this football team.
All right.
Well, I
they
can't wait for
win. They're
postgame
going
now.
to win.
I can't
I
wait.
can't wait.
Just think of me during the. What's the shirt we got? What's this?
Oh, Bill Swarsky, super fans.
Oh yeah, the Chicago action. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, the Chicago does come through with you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that for some reason. I didn't.
Born and raised,
Oh,
University of Illinois, and then obviously moved out here in 03. Farthest east I've ever been
You
was
went to
Penn State.
You went to Illinois.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. So did you graduate?
Yeah.
So
Degree
you're-
and master's. I'm a smart jock.
My man. So your senior year, is it like how? I always wonder for guys like that, not like a quote unquote skill position player. Like how does a guy like you get noticed? But then your senior year, is there someone saying where they think you're going to get picked, and is that on your mind while you're playing that senior year?
I think the big thing that really opened up scouts' eyes was in my junior season in 2001, the fact that I started at left tackle, moved to right tackle, and then finished the game at left guard in one game up against Ohio State. I think that was the shining
showed
moment
the versatility.
Showed the versatility. That was something I did my entire career at Illinois.
Right.
My offensive line coach, Harry Heastand, was one of the best in college. You look at all those Notre Dame guys, Quentin Nelson, he's the one who recruited and coached them all at Notre Dame. And then for me, from that transition and playing my senior year, I ran a pro-style offense under Ron Turner, Norv Turner, his brother.
Right.
So during those spring balls, we would watch New York Giants run game cut-ups of Tiki Barber and everything. So for me, it was a seamless transition. All I needed to do was switch around terminology.
And was there ever a point when you went in and physically you were like, man, this is different?
No, I didn't think it was so much physically that it was different. I think the fact, like I said, I knew the offense, I could grasp it. The biggest thing for me was right when I broke into the starting lineup, and I walk into the locker room, when you see Keith Hamilton, and that's the first D tackle that you're going to be facing in practice, it's an eye-opener. This is a grown man's game.
How much weight have you lost since you're playing these?
I played when I was at tackle, I was between 309 and 311. When I played guard, I was 319. On the interior, I'm 260 right now.
Yeah.
Don't need it. 14-year-old daughter Addison. I got a long life to live. Figure.
I know.
I retired. I was the oldest
working
guy
out
in the
like
line at
9:30 every
33.
morning.
What kind of sideline dad are you?
Well,
are you the
I'm
guy
not a
that
yeller.
zip
I'm
your
not
lip?
any. Yeah, I don't do
sit
any
back
of
and
that
just let
stuff.
her do her thing, or you're like, come on, ref.
My dad was never like that. Funny thing, my oldest brother was. He'd be the one guy in the entire stands that I could hear through everybody yelling. But I was never that guy, and I think it's a lot different when you have a daughter. I love the fact that she's taking on some of the same things. She wants to be 5 minutes early to practice, to stretch, and get ready to go. But when it comes to that stuff, I'm not one of those big yellers or screamers.
Is it hard just competitively to watch? Like, you can't help her on the field.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she when it comes to volleyball and cheer, there's nothing I can do in that regard. But, when I'm sitting there watching a football game and I help coach out here and there, yeah, it's funny when you sit there and you break down some of the fundamentals. You go back to when, my first year playing football was my freshman year of high school, where I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I played basketball my whole life. So then to go back to that foundation and see some of these young kids, they're like, oh, I can't do it. I'm like, I was worse than you. You played in grade school. I didn't even have that advantage.
Right.
So.
And who was the first guy? Sorry if you have to take a break. Who was the first guy you saw that you may not have said something, you're like, oh my God, I'm sharing a locker room with this guy? Like, who are you in awe of?
Well, when I broke into the starting lineup, my first time, which was preseason week 3 of 03, first play call. Run right behind me. Tiki Barber, Amani Toomer, Jeremy Shockey, Kerry Collins. Oh. The entire offense looks at me right in the eyes.
Shockey is big of a pain in the ass.
That was the one like, okay, I don't care if I'm a rookie or not. I better get the job done.
Shockey is big of a pain in the rear end, as they said.
You know what? Obviously, you have guys who have all that craziness and passion, but think about any wide receiver or tight end. They're the same way. It's just the way that it's predicted and people bring it about.
I think Shockey gets a bad rap. I don't know him personally. But from a standpoint of his ability, he can play.
The injuries got him.
Like he could flat out play. Listen, he made mistakes along the way. Who hasn't? But the dude could play like the story goes. I guess he was there before you got there when they make the rookies do the stupid shows and
got into the fight.
He goes, "I'll punch you in the face, but I ain't singing."
Yeah. So it was his ankle and his feet. He just had no wheels anymore.
All right, FSU Fest. Band's on the stage.
We'll be out there. They're singing still. We're gonna go play some music.
Lots
We're
of
gonna
balls.
destroy some pumpkins and stuff. Wendy's Premier Sausage. Lots of balls. Jack Daniels. It's the best tailgate party of the year, and it's a guaranteed W.
I love it.
And Carton Roberts is here at Reds. Let's hear it for him.
And I've helped you out because you don't have to even break the game down.
No,
you don't have to give us you don't have to handicap nothing. It's they're gonna win, go home.
That's it.
I love that.
Simple.
That's it.
All
Just
right.
don't worry about the Giants and Raiders. The game's over. We
It's
can talk
over.
about every other game.
It's over.
Slap the pig.
What do we
We're all
want?
good
As
to
I say,
go.
it's a done
Good luck
deal.
with the glove there.
It's a done deal. You should use that.
I do.
It's Football Sunday. We'll come back. We'll run around the National Football League. We're live from Red. See you, Evan. See you, Craig.